Okay, here's the cheese tray. This is what we used for 20, 30 years. Dry glass. You can kind of hear it. Triumph came along, great, but it still has a tendency to dig in. Got this new plastic blade. Slides a lot better. Seems to be working okay. The Alexander's way is to take the stainless steel blade, and what happens, you see that bends, and that's what you want. You want it to bend. So I put it in a squeegee, but you can see with the stainless steel, there's still a problem because you see how you hit the edge, and that's where you're going to get a scratch. So you got to be real careful when you hit these edges and you get a bend like that to watch yourself, flip it, and out. Okay. See, you can hear the difference. And this is dry glass. Okay. Now, I'm using a new construction brush. And get the window wet. Now, normally if you're doing construction clean, I would use Mean Clean, which is a stucco remover, or denature alcohol. Okay. Now let's show you the difference in the blading. Alright, normally contractors will use this. You can kind of hear it digging in. The plastic blade, which we'll be selling, doesn't hurt. And it still gets a lot of the paint off. Not too bad at all. And then you got your Triumph, which I think has its use, provided it's wet and you don't dig in. See, that's digging in. Now, here's really the standard way you should always use. See, you see how it bends. See it's bending, and that's what you want. You want it to bend. And I've actually done construction clean 35 feet from the ground, because let's say this is on the end of the pole, it bends, and if it's wet, it doesn't scratch. Okay, so if you have to blade, the trick is blading. Now they've sprayed their hard water on this. I'm not sure how they're going to come out. If I have to do things, I'll go back with Barkeeper's Friend foam and some serum oxide. Alright, so, and what I found in homes, you don't need the water shooting out a whole lot. In fact, less is better on homes. This brush, scrubbing good, because I didn't have the parts when I got it as a sample from Perry, which I appreciate Perry. I had to do my own modifications. Eventually I'll order what I need to do to get it fixed. Okay, another thing I like about the construction brush, it really digs into this part. And then I'll put it on full bleed. And I really like having two shutoffs because I'll eventually get this all fixed. Alright. Someday I'll have to figure out how to do this live broadcasting. Hook this up to my head or something. Alright, there we go. So we gotta rinse. Alright. So we'll do this bathroom window. You can see the marks on it. Alright. I really like staying out of that top edge, especially on these stucco houses. If you get above there, it tends to really drip down on you. So there's less paint on this side. Most of that looks like it's inside, so I may be good on that. This new live broadcasting is pretty cool. You can later put it on your YouTube and it'll stay on forever. Don't have to do the 24-hour thing. See, that's too much. I think I'll cut it down. That's about right. Alright. Now let's see how this one looks. Yeah, still not much paint. And by having the brush set up this way, I got the harder bristles right here. So when I push down hard, it can spread better. Okay. That's the reason why this is a 6-foot pole, why I like the 4.6 on all the Sims, because that way you have a small pole for homes, plus by having, well, let's not talk about that. I'll do that in another video. Alright, so to teach you guys how to clean, use less water. I mean, you can use more water when you want to clean out the slats. In here they're real fussy. I have to open the window and pull off all that dirt on the inside too. And it may be faster to do it traditionally, but I just like the water fed, especially when I come back again, and when they're this dirty, I think it just cleans better. Stupid hose. It does seem to get the marks off better. I tend to do this last. I didn't have time to take this apart and fix it up right. I like the water in the middle. I don't like it. Maybe the water bar in the bottom will be fine. And my hand's cramping. So I've been doing windows since 1970 and tried a lot of different things, but I think water-fed pole, which I've been doing for 35 years, it's really the wave of the future. It just takes some time to get used to it. I usually get that ledge last. I'll fix this brush up and we'll do a better job on the next job. Only problem about live broadcasting when you're working. I guess I could set the camera on a tripod. Very hard. And I think I made this brush a lot harder to use because of trying. I think I'll not use the hard hose, but use the soft hose because it makes it easier at the end of the line. So I may do that on all my poles. It's drying up pretty good. Actually, all I have left is the garage. Normally I tie that hose off too. On these small ones, I just going right through the screen. Pretty good scrubbing power. I like that. Alright, that left is the garage. Let's see what we look like. I do the garage doors. I used Speedy Screen cleaner with a short sleeve, and you can see for the most part they look good. Better than a normal. What I did is I went around evenly so the screens starting there are in order. I'm going to pull a little bit more, and you can see having used that much water. It's a 30-gallon tank, probably 10 gallons of water on this whole house. That's one thing I did notice with pencil jets. Use less water than the water bars. Let's see where we're at. Not bad. Not bad. I may have to use Barkeeper Sprint on this. Still a little paint. It looks like it's drying. Now see, there's a bad mark inside the thermal pane there. That's inside the glass. Drying pretty good. But see, it's a little spotty. I don't like that. I have to work on that. And where the screens are on, looks like they're spotty, which I can come back with the park here. And that's another thing I noticed. screens will cause it to beat up more. So this is looking good. See where the screen's at. So the screen might leach some of the material, and I've noticed that on places that have a metal sunscreen, the windows never come out good. Okay, here's my window. So far, but there's the blades ideas, so you guys get the idea on taking the blade, putting it in a squeegee, and use the stainless steel, and this new plastic one works really good too. Alright. I don't even know if anyone's looking at this broadcasting. I can't tell. Drying up good. Look at that scratch. I didn't use a razor blade on that one. Okay. Show you how this plastic blade works. On a dry window, you never dream of using a blade, but the plastic doesn't hurt. Sounds horrible, but you don't scratch it. But see, sometimes it doesn't really get this hard. I can actually do a better job with my finger. So that's where the blading comes in. You see all the paint. So it does, it works really good on fresh tape. I noticed that. But see, it's not pulling that paint off. So we'll have to come back with a blade. I got here around 8:30, and it's only 10, but I've been playing around, videotaping, probably lost 45 minutes. But teach you guys that there's other ways to clean windows without damaging the glass. Also carry bronze wool with me. And maybe when I come back, I'd just squeegee all this. I wouldn't water fed, but this time with all the stains on it. Some guys water fed right through the screens, but they're just too dusty here. Alright, show you what we can do here. See, you don't even hear it. And that's why I think this is the way to blade. Maybe Triumph will come up with a way to do this. Yeah, I know I got a low battery. Here you go. Upsy daisy. And I'm not even worrying about going one way. See, you're only supposed to go one way, but I've never had any real scratches doing it this way. Even on a window that's dry, Now you can imagine if you had a little soap or Mean Clean or Denature alcohol or paint thinner, acetone, barkeeper's friend, cerium oxide. Won't go into the chemicals I carry for pressure washing. Hope my truck never catches fire. Okay. Let's get this baby done. I hate what I've done with this hose. I'll tell you one thing, I'm just going to use the lighter clear hose. I think that works better. No more hard hose. I like the clear hose because you can see the water flowing through it too. And at Ace Hardware you can get 5/16, 300 feet for $40. So it's actually the cheapest hose you can buy to feed up your pole. Then buy the good 3/8 hose to feed the system. Alright. Let's get this cleaned. That's why I like the short hose. Of course, it's the garage. I don't know why I'm being fussy. Don't have enough. Anyways, I'm done. So, Phil, Alexander, signing off for Alexander's Window Cleaning. We do windows, simple ink. If you have any questions, I will rebroadcast this on Facebook, and it will be on Google Plus and YouTube. And you can go ahead and email me at Alexander's Window Cleaning. Simple products, you can email me at phil@simple.com. And see ya.